Are you going to Point Lookout? I need your help. My daughter stowed away on the Duchess Gambit a few weeks ago, and I've been worried sick ever since. I haven't heard anything from her. But if you're going there, could you look for her? Please. I'll do anything to help.
I can't promise anything, but I'll look for her.
Oh, bless you. Her name is Nadine, and she left a couple weeks ago. Said she wanted to see the world, silly thing that she is. That tow bar said he dropped her off at Point Lookout, but who knows what's happened to her since then. I don't know if you can convince my little Nadine to come back, but just give her this note from me, would you? Oh, I hope you can find my Nadine.
What can you tell me about your daughter?
She's about your age. And when she left, her hair was dyed bright orange. You shouldn't have any problem recognizing her. She told me she wanted to go find her fortune, but I thought it was too dangerous. I should have known better than to say that. Moment I told her she couldn't go, it was just a matter of time before she ran off.
Do you know anything about Point Lookout?
Only that it's where Tobar gets those punga fruits he sells off. Must be making a good profit off of them, too. I hear rumors the place is full of swamps and killer plants, but I don't know about all that.
Any idea where Nadine might be?
I've never even been to Point Lookout, so I wouldn't know. She just said she was going to go find her fortune there. She could be any place. But I do remember her talking about that punga fruit and how valuable it'd be to grow here. Maybe she'll be someplace it grows.
I need to be going.
Please, find my daughter.
Welcome, my friend. I am Tobar the Ferryman, and this fine vessel is the Duchess Gambit. We're just back from Point Lookout, but it won't be long before we set off again. Interested?
I might be. What's so special about Point Lookout?
You look like a woman who's been around the waste, so I'll cut right to it. In Point Lookout, you'll find fresh-grown food, mysterious locales, and treasures as of yet unlooted. But keep your wits about you, because there's more than a few exotic critters and inhospitable locals. So stay here if you're too dainty to rough it.
Nice boat. You must have seen a lot of places with it.
You should have seen her back in her heyday. Why, we traveled up and down the coast from the Commonwealth to the Broken Banks. Good times. But these days she's not fit to take out to the coast. Too many spouts ready to drown her and too many critters looking for lunch. But the Point Lookout run is good enough for now. We've got a sweet deal ferrying cargo and the occasional traveler.
A girl named Nadine caught a ride on your ship. Any idea where she is?
Ah, Nadine. Sprightly little tomboy with more curiosity than common sense, that one. Caused so much trouble on the trip that I probably would have thrown her overboard if she hadn't reminded me of myself at her age. Haven't seen her since we hit land at Point Lookout. But knowing her, I'll bet she's gotten herself into plenty of trouble.
Tell me more about Point Lookout.
Down south, this side of the bay, there's a soggy stretch of beach called Point Lookout. Oh, it's got it all. Ruins of ancient pleasure towns, mysterious swamps bristling with treasure, and all practically untouched by outsiders. But if you're curious, I could offer you a ride over to that faraway land, for a nominal fee, of course.
I'd like to buy a ticket.
Now, I'm normally not one to discourage an adventurous spirit, but certain events have convinced me of the value of forewarning. I know you think you're ready for anything, but the threats you'll face in the swamp make those super mutants look like playful puppies. So just be sure you know what you're getting into, okay? Still want to head to Point Lookout?
I'm not scared of anything. Let's do it.
Just don't come crying to me when a mirelurk is chewing on your guts. Welcome to Point Lookout, my friend. The trip was fine. Weather nice and damp, and everything out there looks pleasant as ever. Looks like nothing's changed since my last visit, except all the smoke I saw on the way in.
So, it's smoke. Things burn down all the time, especially around me.
Oh, it's smoke, all right. Where there's smoke, there's fire. And where there's fire, there's profit to be made from selling an extinguisher. That smoke's coming from the old Calvert mansion. I always heard it was haunted, but more importantly, I always heard it was full of pre-war treasure. I know I said Point Lookout was perfect for treasure hunters, but it is a rare day when you get a beacon like that.
Any place you recommend in Point Lookout?
Depends what you're looking for. If you need supplies, head to the shop over at the end of these docks.